All right, President Harris, Chairman
Yes.
Dortch, the dynamic duo together again.
Again.
How many times has this collaboration between you two been going on?
From day one.
Yeah, we both knew each other prior to the 100.
Yes.
Yes,
3 decades.
yes. And Tommy was reelected in September 2017. I was elected in September 2017. We connected before we left Washington, D.C.
Sure did.
to say, let's talk about getting these groups back in a partnership again.
And we've been jointed at the hip. Initiatives. I don't have my convention national conference without having the President Harris with us, and then she's had me in Oakland and others. But it's about us understanding we have to work together, and that's exactly what we've done.
Right, yeah, and a lot of work. So let's talk about the partnerships, the programs, the initiatives that you've both been working on.
Voter suppression. We started with voter suppression in Atlanta, Georgia,
Yes.
with our Atlanta chapters, and then we moved forward in D.C., Maryland. Our chapters worked together to get people registered to vote, which had a tremendous impact on the 2021 election.
And we have what is called Real Men Vote. And so when we collaborated, we said, okay, let's make sure in every city where we have chapters, let's make sure they work together. And that's exactly what they've done. They've collaborated. And then we've been together nationally. The late Dr. C.T. Vivian was one of our kingpins in helping to move because of what he had done. And so anytime there's been an opportunity, it's not, let me think about it, it's just, when do we get started?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, talk about some of the challenges you guys had as an organization, and maybe some of the challenges you've had as a partnership. You want to delve into that?
Well, the challenges started during the pandemic because we were able to be face-to-face with our constituents, and we thought that that was the win-win situation for both organizations. Yet, we found out we were able to still reach a great number of people through the virtual process we both had in place.
And I can't say we had challenges in terms of the organizations working together. It's just been the external and environmental challenges, but we've overcome those because everybody had to pivot to be able to go more virtual and making sure everybody was communicating. But also during the pandemic, we had a lot of priorities we had to deal with in how we based our organization, so we had to stay on those, but we never one time abandoned the relationship. And I think the other good thing is we had opportunity because of the pandemic. We came together with Walgreens.
That's correct.
And we've been working around the country taking vaccination centers to our community. The first one we did, we had St. Philip's in DeKalb, 7,100 people. We were able to administer the vaccine in 2 days, and that was because of our partnership, and that continued to spread. So challenges helped us to build and strengthen as opposed to dividers.
Yeah.
And then the chapters in Chicago did even better than the numbers here in Georgia.
Right.
The two chapters work extremely well.
With Walmart.
So we're continuing that relationship across the country. Now that we can do some face-to-face, we're still, making those partnership work across the country.
Gotcha. And I love the part about the vaccinations and really getting involved in the communities around the country. So moving forward, where will most of your focus be moving forward in the next year or so?
We're still, one of the things that works for us too is that in 1994, I brought to the organization, the 100, for the future, and said that everything we do must fit in these 4 categories: education, mentoring, health and wellness, and economic empowerment. And that mirrors what President Harris has done with the coalition. So I think, if anything, we're going to grow. We're going to be able to build together. As we look at the economic challenges, are going to be greater than what we had before the pandemic. Our education and making sure our young people are there working together, and we're even having discussions about this whole issue of crime, which is a major challenge. So I see us moving, but she may think she's leaving as a national president for the coalition, but as far as I'm concerned, anytime the 100's doing anything, Virginia Harris is going to be a part of whatever we do. She even got we call her my girlfriend, Zanona Clayton. Same way. We've been that way for decades. And so we have a friendship that's just unbreakable. We have a commitment that will work there, and she knows wherever she's doing anything, she can count on me.
And he does the same thing for me. But I think that our initiative Do Mirror, we are trademarking our signature program. Systenomic has been absolutely phenomenal during the pandemic, because that's where the money is coming on to get our sisters, our Black entrepreneurs back on track with their businesses. So.
Good. Anything else you guys want to add? I told you I was going to keep it short.
I think one other thing that really helps us work together is we have a little over 125,000 plus young people in our mentoring program with the 100. But almost 50% of them are young ladies, because they need positive images in their lives. But our young men too, as we try to tell them, like growing up into my adulthood, my wife, I said, look, you need to talk to the kids, talk to these sons too. Now I can talk to them. Well, with our young ladies in the 100, the partnership helps us to strengthen, because the positive women we work with, along with the positive men, just really improves what we do in mentoring.
And I think that we can add our colleague and friend, Susan Taylor, to this process.
Yes.
Because the three organizations work together well with mentoring.
Yes.
They usually mentor both. We mentored girls. Susan mentor all, and so now we're collaborating so that we're not leaving anybody out.
Yes. So the future, again, as we did the panels and all, our efforts is, I see us strengthening the Black community, because the examples we show here, and including with Susan, and even the work we do with the Divine Nine and all of those, it shows that when Black people work together, that's not to segregate. It's like, but we got to take care of our home. We can't help you clean your neighborhood up, but we don't clean ours up. And so this working together is an example to any organization. When you're committed and dedicated, you get more done, and that's exactly what we've been able to do.
And that all stems from relationship. The relationship help you work together and get things done.
Trust.
If you don't know the Tommy Dortches of the world or the Susan Taylors of the world, you're missing out.
It's all about trust, and we trust each other. I mean, Montana, I was at Ted Turner's ranch. I got here not because she was going to be angry or what. It was that I was not going to miss being here for my sister. And that's the same way it's been with President Harris. Virginia's been wherever we've been. And I don't need, she knows, okay, I know he's going to be calling me. I'll be there. And the same thing with me. And that's grown with our chapters, like the Las Vegas chapter. Just said, oh, yeah, we're working together in Las Vegas and we're doing this. That's what it's all about.